think it's about time I came on here, man, and I told y'all a funny story. Tell y'all something funny for once that happened inside of prison while I was locked up. For this one here, I'm going to be telling you about two people that got themselves into a fight, okay? And the two people that got themselves into a fight weren't even living like that. They were not fighters, but there was so much on the line. And you won't believe what it was they were actually fighting over. A pickle. A damn chain gang pickle. A pickle in the bag. So we're going to sit here and we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to let you know how this funny situation even took place. So let's do it. Same time of the week, better be there. Have my people send a message, make sure that it's there. Time for me to collect, bring the shit over here. Cause you can tell them my face, don't make me come over there. I'll run up in your room, put my shank in your neck. Swear to God, I'll wet you up, better show me respect. I'm hitting licks like nut, break bread with dogs. Putting on for Eastside, Davey, this K-fraud, it's a robbery. Heard what I said, I got some names I won't say. Most of them dead, for that tunch you get there's a press on your head. Take the shit out your locker, throw it all on my bed. You got a daughter back you up, I don't care what you click. 2 lockers to fit both y'all shit. See me in the cut jamming, smoking the rip. Getting tatted with the money that your people are sent. See on the streets I would've bust you, but in prison I come cut you. What's up, y'all? You already know, man. K-Fraud TV back in the building. Y'all go ahead and do me that solid favor, man. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and also make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. I want to tell everybody, welcome back to the channel, man. If this is your first time tuning in over here on K-Fraud TV, everything I talk about over here is either jail or prison related, because I want people to know what it's truly like when you find yourself on the other side of that barbed wire. All right. So for this one here, I'm gonna be telling y'all a funny story this time that actually took place in front of me while I was locked up down here in the state of Florida. Now everybody knows when you're inside a prison, you got to take the good days with the good and the bad days with the bad. And some people's good days are others' bad days, and vice versa. All right. Now, one thing you can't expect when you find yourself inside of prison is you are going to have some good times while you're in there, okay? Believe it or not, there's going to be things in there that make you forget you're doing time. There's going to be things in there that make you laugh. There's going to be things in there that make you feel like it isn't that bad, you know, where you are compared to where you could be. You know what I'm saying? And for this one here, this is one of the situations that I seen happen, and I just felt like sharing it with y'all, all right? Now, everybody knows when you're locked up, ain't got to be prison. It could be anywhere. A jail. It could be a juvenile place. It could be anywhere. You know that fights are something that occur. You know, things that happen frequently. You know, it doesn't matter what it's over. It could be the littlest thing, and it could turn into the biggest situation. Okay, well, for this situation here, I was chilling in my dorm, sitting there hanging out with a couple of my homeboys. We were just chopping up, laughing. Next thing you know, 2 people start yelling at each other. So when we look over, it's somebody that, you know, I've never seen yell before. And I don't want to, you know, call names or anything like that, but this dude was a geek, okay? He was a nerd, you get what I'm saying? And he stuck to himself. Nobody really messed with him and anything like that. But if somebody wanted something from him, they'd take it from him. You know, he wasn't someone that stuck up for himself or anything like that. And the person he was yelling at was no better. You know, the person he was yelling at was like someone he was like cool with. You know, they both had like Harry Potter vibes. You know, one of them had glasses, and you know the way they looked like Harry Potter without the scar. You feel me? And the other person he was yelling at looked like his little, you know, homeboy, you know, from Harry Potter. And they looked like they were meant to be together as far as like in the same clique. You feel me? So one's yelling at the other, so we're all looking over like, man, what these dudes got going on? You feel me? Next thing you know, it was over a pickle that was inside of a bag, just like this one right here, okay? Now, the funny thing is nobody's saying anything. Everybody's like letting the situation go on and letting them argue because it's coming from them. You get what I'm saying? Like, we seeing this, you know, it's kind of like, let's see where it goes. You feel what I'm saying? Rather than if it was like some goons or some savages and they were, you know, huffing and puffing and stuff like that, other people would either say get on with it or just dead the situation, because there's a lot of things in this dorm that we ain't trying to risk getting a shakedown and them finding, like contraband and stuff. You feel me? So you don't want the attention from the guards. You feel me? And a fight can cause that, make the guards come in there, find different things, and people lose their contraband. You feel me? So it would have been deaded, or would have just already went through full throttle if it was some, you know, goons or savages or gang members. But since it was these people here, nobody said anything, and they were just like watching to see how it uncrumbled. So the one goes up to the other one, and the one that's holding the pickle, he's like, don't come near me.
don't come near me, right? We all start cracking up laughing, right? He's like, don't come near me. And the other dude runs up to him and he's like, that's my pickle. This and that, this. They start arguing and shit, right? And in my mind, I'm thinking like, why don't they just split it? If anything, you know, one pickle diced up when you use your ID and you chop it down is a lot to put in one meal. You get what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, why don't they just split it? But, you know, I ain't gonna say nothing. This is entertaining right now. So the dude's like, give me my pickle. That's my pickle. And he reaches for it, right? And the funny thing is these dudes are no fighters, like I was saying. So when he reached for the pickle and the other guy had the pickle, he literally used his hand and like put it over his hand, and these dudes both had their hands on this pickle and were standing in front of each other screaming, going back and forth, calling each other all types of names, and you could just tell they weren't fighters, you know? They were like both trying so hard to control the pickle. You feel me? So I'm laughing, right? So next thing you know, we want to see how far it could go. So I ain't gonna lie, we instigated and antagonized a little bit. You feel me? So I'm like, nah, you gonna let him take the pickle from you like that? You gonna let him take the pickle from you? So once I said something like that, other people started saying certain things. Nah, bro, not your pickle, bro, not your pickle. So he's like, he ain't taking nothing. They're arguing, right? And they're just going back and forth. There's no punches being thrown, right? So we want to get it over with. You feel me? We want to see if these dudes are going to actually fight over this pickle, right? So I start saying, man, just take it from him, man. Just take it from him. He ain't taking none. He ain't taking, it's mine, it's mine. They're going back and forth playing tug of war with this shit, right? Inside the bag. I'm just waiting for it to pop and they're getting juice everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know is they're going back and forth arguing about it. Us throwing our little comments out there. I'm like, man, I got a pickle for whoever wins. I got a pickle for whoever wins. It just, pickle seemed like the best thing to kind of like throw out there because that's what they were fighting over. So since I wanted to see these dudes get into it so bad over this pickled situation, one of them even turned and was like this, trying to pull it from over his shoulder while the other dude was there. And they were tug of warring. These two dudes like had no strength, but they were arguing over it, you know, these two little white boys. And just like I thought, it busted open. So when it busted open, the dude started screaming, oh, you ruined it. Now I gotta use it. And this and that, this and that. And he's like, that's my pickle. And they're still fighting over this damn single pickle, right? To where I'm like, man, oh, man, you let that man ruin your pickle, man. You let him. So someone else is like, oh, man, he done ruined all the juices out of it. That's the best part to use for the goulash. So other people start saying stuff like that. So he turns around, pushes his glasses up like this, and gets up in his face real mean and evil looking. And he's like, look what you did. Like you could tell he was dead ass like hot over this pickle, bro, right? So I started saying, man, I got a pickle for the winner, man. Whoever wins, I got a new pickle for him. I got a new pickle, bro, for whoever wins. They're just arguing, they ain't doing nothing. Next thing you know, I'm like, 3 pickles. I got 3 pickles right now. Whoever wins, I got 3 pickles. You feel me? Price goes up from 3 pickles. Now I'm yelling 5 pickles. 5 pickles, man. I'm tapping them on the shoulder. 5 pickles, man. Whoop them, bro. I got 5 pickles, bro. Whoop them, bro. I'm trying to get them to, come on, bro. 5 pickles, bro. You whoop him, bro. I'm trying to get them to, you know, get into it. Next thing you know, it was kind of bad once I got up to 5 pickles because people inside of the dorm started jumping up like, man, I call that, frog. Shit, give me 5 pickles, bro. I'll bust both of them right now. This and that, this and that. I'm like, nah. They're like, man, 5 pickles? What you mean, 5? Man, I call that. The homeboy went over there, put his shoes on. I'm like, nah, bro. That's between them. So then I was able to use that as leverage, though, and tell them to, like, look, y'all boys better duke it out. Because if not, somebody, you know what I'm saying, finna get these 5 pickles. You feel me? Hey, these dudes right here finna jump on y'all boys if you don't. So the dudes are looking at each other and shit like they don't want to fight. You feel me? So I'm trying the best I can to like antagonize to get them to kind of like, you know, get some nuts, you know what I'm saying? TOH them. But at least I'm letting them try it amongst them too instead of like letting the other people jump on them, like I said. You feel me? So next thing you know, the dude would not fight the other person worth nothing. They would not fight each other about nothing. No matter how much I said, oh, they're going to jump on you or you should put this, you know, you're letting him break that. You know, he got your juice everywhere. They would not get into it. One of them fucked around and said, that's why you ain't eating the pickle. That's why I broke it open. That other dude said, what'd you say? And he ran after him and they started fighting. Bro, we were in there laughing. I'm talking about like, it was so funny. The guard seen it and came up to the glass on the officer station and was laughing. He let it go. He didn't even go after them because it was funny to see these two individuals that didn't know how to fight. They were mostly tussling, rolling around, you know, and you could see like when they were both grappling each other, you could see like them straining, like they were trying so hard to hold each other, and their face was so red and they wanted to like kill each other. They had more rage in them than that power they had to put out to fight each other over this. And they went to rolling around, and when they went to fight and like punching each other, it was like the funniest shit. Like they're holding each other rolling and they're like scared to get hit. They're making faces like if they were like thinking they were gonna get hit. And the one that was trying to hit the most was making a face that he would make like to grit your teeth to accept the punch. You feel me? Bro, we were laughing, bro. It was so funny, bro. And what made it even better is while they were rolling around, everybody in the dorm just started throwing pickles at them. Started throwing the whole bags out there. All pickles. It's like people were donating for the fight because it was funny looking. You feel me? So everyone was throwing pickles over there where they were fighting at. They're rolling around, you know, trying all they can. And each time a pickle would hit him, he'd be like, ow! And he'd scream real loud and they'd roll around like if he just got like shanked or something. Literally, it was just a pickle, bro. It ain't hurt. You know what I'm saying? But it was, these dudes weren't fighters or nothing. But, you know, this is the type of things that make your time go by inside of prison. You get what I'm saying? And the funny thing was is after this whole situation, after it was all over with, like them rolling around fighting, it wasn't even really a fight. It was like a brawl over a pickle, right? But later on, everybody who threw the pickle out there in the fight let them keep the pickle. So later on that night, you see them boys sitting at the table eating. And there's like a pile of pickles in their bags. These just sitting there stacked up. Like they came up on like 7 or 8 of them. And they're just sitting there and everything. And they're doing something like drawing or something like that. Like some nerd shit. You feel me? Like they were back friends and everything like that. But they just came up on pickles. And now they got that, you know, that feeling that at least they know we'll fight. You know? Type shit. So from there on out, everybody that went near him was like, what up, bro? And when you tap them on the shoulder, they would go like he thinks you're gonna hit him. You know, they were like scaredy cats. You feel me? They must have been in the wrong place at the wrong time when they got into whatever they got into to land inside of prison. You feel me? But and the fact that they were so mad and angry over the pickle, and now that they made all these other pickles, you know, it was kind of like, I told my homeboy, I said, damn, so they finessed everybody for pickles then, right? And my dog was like, nah, hell no. I said, what you mean? I said, them boys got a mean hustle, dog. They over there right now, hanging out, chopping it up, laughing at everybody. Like, ha, look at the scene we called. Now we got like 8 of these motherfuckers. And my dog was like, hell nah. And I said, let's go up to him. So we went over there. And I'm like, hey, bro, you know, I peep game, dog. I said, I like that hustle you got. And the one dude was like, what hustle? I don't hustle. And I'm like, I peep, bro. You got everybody, brother, you know, to throw a pickle down, bro. Y'all do the little brawl, you feel me? Y'all reaping and split the profits and shit like that. And there he goes pushing his glasses. He's like, I didn't do that. That ain't what that was. And this and that. And he starts explaining like, I don't care about those pickles. It was the other pickle. It was, he knew it was mine. And this and that, this and that. And then the dude's like, it was mine, really. And then they start arguing all over again. And he's like, no, it wasn't. This and that. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, man, well, look, y'all. The first time was cool and everything. It was funny to see y'all go out of it. But it was like not, you know, that big of an outcome. You feel me? That's why it wasn't really worth to watch a second time. You feel me? So we're like, it is what it is. Y'all got other pickles now. You feel me? Y'all ain't got to argue or anything over that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can just let the situation die down. And he grabs his little thing. He starts drawing again. And he's one of them dudes, both of them, that would move their mouth a lot. Like you'd see him over there like they were dedicated or whatever it was. You feel me? And they literally got into a fight over a pickle. And I just felt like coming on here and sharing it with y'all because the pickle in the bags are the ones that you get inside of prison. You feel me? So when I seen this in my corner store, I was like, oh man. I said, damn, I remember them boys were fighting over that shit. Harry Potter and the other dude. I can't remember his name. And I was like, I gotta come on here and let y'all know. These are the type of things that you will see inside a prison. These are the type of things that happen. Not just pickles. It could be anything. It could be a soup. It could be a hot cocoa mix. It could be a trail mix. You know, it could be a fucking equal sweetener. It could be a ketchup packet, a mustard packet, a mayo packet. You never know what it is. It could be over something that was never even really there. You know, and people fight over the stupidest things. But a lot of times you're going to see some funny shit while you're in there. So I wanted to come on here and let y'all know, you know, because as much as I, you know, try to keep it thorough and let y'all know the bad side of prison, because I want y'all to know what it's really like. Because so many people, due to the statistics, you know, are reoffenders. You know, so many people go back to prison. You feel me? And so many people that ain't been to prison end up going to prison because they don't know the truth about prison. So a lot of the things I give y'all on here is going to be evil. Is going to be bad, you know, and I word it the best I can to the YouTube's, you know, standards, you feel me? Even if it was more gory or more bloodier, you know, I can't tell you more than I could try to make it to where it's still, you know, you understand and observe what I'm telling you, you feel me? But I feel like it's time, you know, I do a video to let y'all know that there be some fun shit. There be some funny things that happen inside of prison also. It isn't all, you know, gritty and grimy and savage things, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't all peaches and cream either. You see what I'm saying? So if you find someone that's been to prison and they say they ain't seen no gory shit, they're like a luck in the bunch. They were at like such a sweet camp. Or if you find someone that was at a camp where it was straight savage and there was no fun times, then, you know, that's more believable. But at the same time, they're just overlooking the good times, because there's good times and funny things that occur all the time. And these two dudes fighting over this pickle in the bag was one of them. You feel me? So I wanted to come on here and share it with y'all, man. Do a quick little video and get y'all's opinion on it. What y'all think? Do y'all think I was wrong for instigating it? You feel me? Saying, oh, I got 5 pickles. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I felt like I was. But it was also like I wanted to see these dudes, you know, finally throw hands. See who's gonna, you know, not to see one whoop the other, but at least to see them, you know, switch characters from the type of character they've been their entire bid, you know. That's why I was like, you know, I want to see them do that, you feel me? And everybody was at it, you know. And the throwing the pickles at them when they were fighting wasn't my idea, you know what I'm saying? But when people were throwing them bitches and started pegging them with them while they were rolling around trying to hit each other and not get hit, it was funny. That shit was hilarious. And like I said, it was enough to where the guard was even laughing. You feel what I'm saying? And when they were getting hit with them, they were screaming. But they were not looking at what was hitting them. They were like so focused on each other that they were just, ow, 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 like if they were getting jumped. You feel me? And really, it was just falling pickles in a bag from people launching them shits over there. You feel me? Because they got into it over a pickle. You see what I'm saying? And that's just mind-blowing to me that it happened. But that made my day a whole lot better. And I tell y'all what, I had a bad day in the beginning of that day. Everything was going wrong, you know. I took my GED test for the first time, ended up failing, you know, which was bullshit though, because I like took it for the first time really in the county jail, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I literally like passed everything but math. You feel me? So then years later down the line, I took it again inside of prison and passed math, failed everything else. So that's how I knew my mind was like, that's when they changed the score you needed, you know, they changed it to where you needed a higher amount and shit like that. So I was like, that's how I knew my mind wasn't really on my schooling. I wasn't as sharp and up to it. You know, I needed some refreshing, you feel me? And then the next time, of course, I ran through the GED, you feel me? But the fact is I failed that shit that day and I was pissed. I remember looking at my scores. They gave me the little packets with my scores on there. I'm like, man, I'm about to throw this shit in, bro. I've been studying this book they gave me, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then these dudes start getting in an argument. My dogs were actually trying to cheer me up. That's why we were talking and laughing in the first place. They were trying to cheer me up. They knew I was in a bad mood because I'm usually one laughing and having fun, trying to make everybody not stress about their time. So when you see me over there aggravated, something's wrong. You feel me? So my dogs were trying to, you know, make me happy and trying to get my mind out the gutter. You feel me? When these two dudes decided to get in a fight over a pickle in the bag. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, if you're somebody that's been locked up before, or if you're somebody just in general that's had a pickle in the bag, man, let people in the comments know what you think. Me, personally, I'm gonna be real with you. Pickle in the bag comes in handy when you're locked up. Of course, it always makes things taste better when you have pickles. But me, personally, I like pickles cold. You see what I'm saying? More than room temperature. So I feel like when you get them in the bag, they're not that crunchy. You know, they're more like a chewy. You feel me? But they're doable, you know, rather than like a jar of pickles you get on the streets that go inside your refrigerator that got that crunch, that smack it, you feel me? So I like pickles in the bag. I like pickles in general. But if you're somebody that's had it before, let people know. Thumbs up for a pickle in the bag or thumbs down, you know what I'm saying? And if you've seen somebody get into a situation locked up over a pickle or over something so simple, drop it in the comment section, because I'm telling you, man, the littlest things will just remind me of stuff, man. You know, and I wanted to come on here and share it with y'all because I thought that shit was hilarious to see Harry Potter and the other dude fight over this pickle. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got for y'all today, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in this short little video. Y'all can also catch me on my gaming channel, K-Frog Gaming. I usually stream over there every few days at nighttime. I'm a night owl. So y'all could catch me at like 11:30 p.m., you know, Eastern time. That's normally when I'm over there live streaming. You know, pull up, pop in. Even if you don't like video games, you know, you'll see me on the camera like this, just it'll be the game in the background. I'll be gaming. Q&As, I answer whatever. We talk about prison, whatever it is. You'll see it's just a good vibe. People come in there just to hang out and chop it up. You feel me? I answer all questions. I don't skip comments. You know, I vibe, chop it up, and you'll see that's a place to pull up. K-Frog Gaming, you feel me? But that's all I got for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all watching. Like I always say, make sure you keep them rats, squares, clowns, chomos, pedos, gunners, wannabe island boys, and clout chasers out your circle. And until next time, this the one and only. I am my team, Frog.
I'm a criminal, I'm a cool nigga, but I got a limit though.
I'm a cool nigga, but I got a limit though, cause I'm a criminal. Yeah, I'm a criminal.